Hello, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with a Pan. I am Josh Pan and I will be your host today, as always. Today we'll be making s'more cupcakes. I have promised a video for this on my Facebook page for a long time, so sorry it hadn't come out earlier, but I was busy with other stuff and with the 4th of July stuff. This recipe is super yummy. These cupcakes are like absolutely amazing and delicious, so I think you're gonna love it. These are a little bit on the harder side to make, just because there's so much to do and so many ingredients that are involved, but I think you can manage, and it's definitely worth it. It's like, it's so amazing. You have to try it out. So without further ado, let's get started. Woo! Actually, before we begin, I'd like to say some thank yous to you guys. Thank you for being with me for this whole time and like bearing in with me with all my like technological difficulties and everything. I officially have 200 likes on Facebook, which is like a huge milestone for me. And on my Instructables account, I finally hit 100 followers, and on YouTube, I have almost 100 subscribers, which is like totally amazing. Just like 5 more to go before I hit 100, so let's make it happen. Like this video, subscribe, share it. I mean, it's super easy and it helps me a lot, and it just means so much to me that you guys are here for me, so yeah, thank you. Alright, anyway, for real now, we're gonna get started. I'm going to teach you this recipe in 12 steps, and step number 1 is gather the ingredients. So there are a lot of ingredients for this recipe, and I'm just gonna read them out to you. For the exact amounts, please look in the description below. They'll all be listed down there. For the cake, you're gonna need butter, large eggs, granulated sugar, flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, baking powder, salt, crushed graham crackers, heavy cream, whole milk, water, vegetable oil, and vanilla extract. For the crust that goes underneath your cupcake, we're gonna have graham cracker, sugar, and butter. For the frosting, we're gonna need large egg whites, granulated sugar, cream of tartar, salt, and vanilla extract. And for the ganache, we're gonna have chocolate chips and heavy cream. And of course, for the garnish, we're gonna use graham crackers. So again, a lot of ingredients, and a lot of these are repeated, but go ahead and try it out anyway. I think it's not too bad, I think. Step number 1, we're gonna make the crust. So first of all, we're gonna need to take our graham crackers and crush it, and this is easily done in a food processor. All you need to do is take your graham crackers, kind of mush it up with hands, stick it in a processor, blend it until it's like nice and powdery, and then put it in your bowl together with your butter and your sugar. So for the butter, you have 2 ways to do this. You can either first mix it in a blender until it's nice and smoothly like fluffy and stuff, and then put in your graham cracker and sugar, or you can melt your butter and pour it in with your sugar and graham cracker. This should give you similar results. If you still get chunkiness in there and your butter's not fully melted, you can always take your whole thing in a microwave safe bowl and put it in your microwave to completely melt the butter. But yeah, basically all you want to do here is make sure everything is evenly combined. Step number 3, this is just like before with my other cupcake recipes. We're gonna mix together our dry ingredients. So our dry ingredients are the flour, the cocoa powder, the baking soda, the baking powder, the salt, and the crushed graham cracker. And again, the crushed graham cracker is going to be processed the same way as the graham cracker before. Now step number 4, we're gonna mix together our wet ingredients. Our wet ingredients are the heavy cream, the whole milk, the water, the vanilla extract, and the vegetable oil. So just 5 wet ingredients. Step number 5, again, just like with all my other cupcake recipes, we're gonna cream our butter, sugar, and eggs. Just put your butter in a mixer and blend it until it's nice and fluffy and smooth. And then go ahead, add in your sugar, and when that gets all nice and blended and crumbly, it's gonna be crumbly, add in your eggs one at a time and mix until smooth. You can use a medium speed for this. Step number 6, we're gonna combine everything together now. We're going to put in a little bit of our wet ingredients and a little bit of our dry ingredients and alternate these two, ending with our dry ingredients because that helps it to mix smoother. And the purpose of this is so that it doesn't get all sloshy or too dry at one time, so we kind of alternate so it stays about the same consistency. And don't forget to do that on a low speed. You don't want to over-mix your flour. Step number 7, we're now going to prepare our muffin tins. So take your muffin or cupcake tin or whatever you like to call it, line it with a cupcake liner, and put in a nice packed tablespoonful of your crust. Put it in there and kind of like use your finger or a spoon or something and pack it in there nicely so it's nice and tight, and do this to all your liners. Then add about like a tablespoon or so, a big round tablespoon of your batter. This should come up to be about half to 2/3 of the way up the liner. And I just realized I forgot to mention earlier in the ingredients that we're going to need marshmallows for this. I'll probably put an annotation up there earlier so you don't miss that, but go ahead, take your marshmallows. If you're using full-size marshmallows, cut it into fourths. If you're using mini marshmallows, you can just use the mini marshmallow, and stick the marshmallow into your cake batter all the way down. I made the mistake of not sticking it all the way down, and what happened is the marshmallow kind of rose up and melted out of the cupcake, which was kind of nice too, because it created this like hard, crusty texture to the top of the cupcake, which I really liked, but it's sort of ugly and it looks like a mistake, as you'll see later in this video. But if you don't want to happen, either don't use the marshmallow or try to stick it all the way down into your batter. And then finally, take more of your batter, cover it up so that your marshmallow is completely covered. Again, if you stick it all the way down, it should already be completely covered, but by the end, your batter should rise up to about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way up your liner. Then when all your liners are filled, just take your cupcake pan and give it a good, nice, like, little shake so that it all evens out on the top. Step number 8, we're gonna now bake our cupcakes. If you haven't already preheated your oven, preheat it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to go ahead and bake that for 18 minutes. Check for doneness. Don't stick your toothpick directly through the center because your marshmallow is there, so kind of stick it through the side, and if it comes out clean, then your cupcakes are ready. Step number 9, we're gonna make our meringue frosting. So I have done this before, but I don't have a recipe, so I kind of pulled one from online. And for this recipe, we're basically take our, give me a second. We're gonna take our egg whites, our granulated sugar, our cream of tartar, and our salt, put that all together and mix it until it's well and nice and blended, and we're kind of gonna make a double boiler kind of thing here. Just take a pot with a little bit of water at the bottom, on medium heat, bring it to a nice simmer, and then put your bowl of egg white, sugar, cream of tartar, and salt on top of that. And what you're gonna do is heat it slowly while constantly mixing until your egg white is hot. You don't want to cook it because then it's gonna turn into like a scrambled egg kind of thing, which is kind of nasty. You just want it to get it to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit, which should be just hot to the touch. And this should take maybe like 6 or 7, it took me about like 7 or 8 minutes. But yeah, then when that's all nice and done, you're gonna take that and pour it into your stand mixer and mix it on high speed for about 5 minutes or until it gets nice stiff peaks, or that's what it says in the recipe. I just got it to nice soft peaks and it was good enough for me because I'm just trying to make like a big glob on top of my cupcakes, so I found that soft peaks was enough. So that should take about 5 or 6 minutes, and then put in your vanilla extract and mix for about another minute more until it's nice and well blended. Step number 10, we're gonna make our chocolate ganache. If you've seen some of my other videos, I make this a lot, so it's basically the same recipe. If you've done my other recipes before, then you know how to make it. For this, we're going to need our chocolate chips and our heavy cream. Very simple, just take your chocolate chips, put it in a bowl, and then heat up your heavy cream to a nice simmer, and just pour your heavy cream over your chocolate chips and stir it until it's nice and smooth. You can always stick this in the microwave if it's not melted enough. Step number 11, we're now gonna decorate our cupcakes. So this is totally the fun part. What I did is I took my frosting, and using a big round tip, I kind of went in a swirling pattern on the top of my cupcakes to create this nice kind of like, I don't know, cylindrical, like curly spiral thing on top of my cup. I don't even know how to explain this, just look at the clip. But yeah, that's what I did, and then I just pour some ganache over that and let it drizzle along the edges. Then I took a piece of graham cracker and stuck it on the top just for looks. And you're basically done, that's it. So step number 12 is to enjoy your cupcakes like always. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Again, I'm almost at 100 subscribers and I totally need your help for this, so let's make it happen. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Tumblr, my Instructables. I should be back on Instagram soon because I'm just gonna steal my mom's iPod and try to upload pictures from there. I still don't have a phone yet, which is totally unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do about it. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Woo! Goodbye.